Hello race fans, welcome to another race of Gaslands, and today we got another arena Saturday night special. And here's our track. We got a gate coming out of every corner. That's your starting gates as they come flying out. And in the center we have some containers that have all kinds of goodies in it. Under each one of those little barrel-like things is a little flag with some points, and you got to get 15 points to win this race. So there's all what kinds of ways of getting those extra points, be it through fan votes, picking up flags, or just crushing and munching your enemies. Yes, indeed, it is a fun race tonight, everybody. We're going to see what kind of mangled bodies we can see flying around. Here we got Sprocket and Starbuck coming out of their gate all ready to go. The Highway Patrol is ready to start writing some tickets. And they're leading this season right now. It's their race to lose. And then we got coming in up there is the Fiery Graven crew with his 3 motorcycle, well, let's just say Ghost Riders come flying out there ready to take some souls. Then we got Yakov and Yuri. Yuri there in his little flying car with the atomic engine, and Yakov with that cement-filled ice cream truck that just crushes everything that it comes in contact with. Yep, those two are nasty. And we got Trenton. Yes, Trenton's a pretty good driver here, but then there's always Maximum Effort. He's a ramming dude. Anytime he has an opportunity, he will ram you and spear you like a spear chucker. All right, here we go. We got, looks like Maxim's off and running. He's taking off, and he's got that thing in top gear already, and he's flying for the exit to get out in this arena. Okay, and then we have, there is Yakov in his ice cream truck, ding-a-ling-a-ling. He's out there. Yeah, that's not an ice cream truck. That's a cement truck in disguise, I'd have to say. That thing just runs you over. But you just got to watch out for a little bit of atomicness. And Firegrave and one of his Ghost Riders are out there flying down the track, heading for the entrance to get in this arena. Yep, those two could be kind of nasty. They'll run you over and flame you. Well, there goes Starbuck. Starbuck's taking off. He's flying in top gear. Those two are, you just see the tire smoke coming off those two vehicles. And I think they got their pedal to the metal. And they're going to be flying through the track, I dare say. And here comes a couple more Ghost Rider bikes come flying in. A crew of 4. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting crew. But hey, not all of them can do all the things. They just run you over and take your souls. And there comes Sprocket coming up next to his teammate. Looks like they're going to go on both sides of that tire pile that's right in front of them. And we'll see where it happens from there. And that means we got to have Trenton come along here. Yep, there comes Trenton in his little hot rod with a car. And yes, they do have the pole position starting off this little race. And oh, they already got some points for being in the pole position. Lucky buggers. They're already leading this race with a couple points. And here comes Yakov with his ding-a-ling-a-ling truck. Yes, they're a team with those atomic energy weapons on top. Those guys really cause havoc. They can nuke a car in one shot. And it looks like he got his ice cream truck a little sideways, or maybe he's doing a Tokyo drift out onto the track. Just showboating. I think that's what he's doing right now, just showboating. Yeah, I have to say that's probably the case. Oh, and they're flying so fast it looks like Starbuck and Sprocket are blurry. They're moving so fast. Those cars are in top gear, flying around. Yeah, I have to say you're going to have to watch those two. Here comes Fiery Grave. Looks like one of his bikes bounced off the tire barrier and just kept on going. That's not stopping them in one bit. Yeah, they're leaving a flaming pile behind them. The track is on fire. Here comes Maxim. He's heading over there. It looks like he's got his eyes already set on what he wants to do. It could be that he's heading for some barrels, or he's just getting some revenge. Mr. Ram himself, Maximum Effort. Yep, here comes Yuri. He's flying around too. Looks like they got that thing. You see the flames coming out of the exhaust ports on those two atomic fired engines. All right. Yes, and here comes, yep, that is a couple more bikes getting all kind of skittish. I wonder what they're trying to do here. Maybe they're trying to decide which direction to go. They're just kind of spinning around, pivoting themselves. Don't know. What goes through those fiery skulls of theirs? And, oh, here comes one of the Ghost Riders. He's outside the track area. He went right through the fence and just burned a little hole through it and just ghosted right on through. Oh, here it comes. Yes, it is. It does look like Sprocket and Starbuck both split on both sides of those tires. And are they going to meet up again on the other side, or are they going in opposite directions to try to take on this entire facade of stuff coming their way? And oh, here comes Trenton and Maxim. Looks like they're going to go in a jointed effort to take on people and see what they can do. And let's see here. Okay, oh, it does look like the Ghost is heading right for one of the barrels. And it's like you can see those barrels right there with little flags underneath it. And it looks like they're trying to pick up one or something, or maybe go through it. It's hard to say. And yeah, it does look like that's what they're planning on doing, because it sounds like the first team that is the closest to those white barrels gets some points in this race. They get like 2 or 3 points. It's hard to say. I'm not exactly sure what's on the leaderboard right now. But here comes Starbuck. He's flying around. He's heading over towards, looks like Fiery Grave at the moment. That's where he's heading for what I can tell on the track. And, whoa, there's some rounds go flying between those two cars. That's the first bullets hitting Sprocket's car. It looked like some rounds hit Maxim's car. Bullets are flying already in this race. It looks like they're out to get each other. And here comes there's more Ghost Riders coming around the corner here. And they're gonna maybe a little lollygagging. It's hard to tell what they're doing right now. Maybe they got a little bit of squirrely right now. There goes Yuri. He's flying forward. Looks like he's trying to angle towards some of the center area and maybe hoping to get some points out of some of those barrels, or maybe he's just powering up those atomic weapons of his. And it does look like, wow, looks like Fiery Grave is turned around. He's going away from where his motorcycles are going, his Ghost Riders. What is he doing? Hard to say. And, oh, here it comes. Does look like Sprocket went flying forward. He put some rounds into Trenton's car, and it does look like maybe Trenton is putting some rounds back into each other. It looks like they're firing at each other right now. Those cars are kind of shot up a little bit. And here comes Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Here comes Yakov. He is right next to his own teammate right there. And maybe they're lining up for some barrels. You can see those barrels right there. They may be lining up for that. And yes, indeed, it does look like Sprocket is the first one to get his first barrel. And next to the containers right there. So he just double dipped in some points. But he also has Trenton on his tail there. And looks like one of the bikes is over, and it looks like it wiped out a little bit. But the Trenton and Sprocket's cars are pretty shot up at the moment, because it looks like Yuri come flying in there and put a round into those cars too. Shot them up too. So it's a three-way shooting match at the moment. And there goes Fiery Grave, and then you can see Yakov with his ice cream truck. I'm not sure where Fiery Grave is. He's like off in La La Land right now. And here comes Starbuck. Maybe Starbuck is trying to catch up with, maybe he is trying to catch Fiery Grave at the moment. That might be what's going on there. And, well, there goes, looks like Maximum is trying to shoot, but he is not having any luck right there. The rounds are just actually hit his own car right there and not doing any damage to Sprocket. Probably because they're just outside of range. But, this is not going to look good, because we got two motorcycles lined up on those two cars. And oh, does look like Sprocket got out of there just in time as the two bikes laid down a flat pile of flames and shot through there and lit. Looks like Trenton's car is on fire and took a bunch of damage from that. And oh, they're lined up, and it does look like they've taken some souls from Trenton and Yuri's car. There's some souls being taken right now. Just got to get those bikes around and catch up with Fiery Grave. And there goes Trenton. He comes flying up, and does look like he tried to put some rounds into the side of Starbuck at the moment. It's kind of minimal damage. But no, it does look like Starbuck maybe took out... Look, maybe I did take Trenton out. This is possible right there, because you can see all the damage, and it does look like we got a burning Hulk right there. That was the end of Trenton. Not good. Not good at all. Going through those flames just lit him up and possibly burned him down. It's hard to say right there, but a lot of bullets were flying into Trenton. And there you can see the... it does look like... Starbuck went forward and maybe got himself another barrel, and he's lining up for a ram with that ice cream truck. And there goes... it does look like he did a Tokyo Drift. There goes Sprocket, whipping that car around, and he's lined up for that next barrel that's right there. These guys are collecting barrels right and left at the moment. Got a lot of points up there. And we do have a head-on collision. Does look like... Starbuck smashed into the ice cream truck of Yakov, and they did a whole bunch of damage. And does look like Starbuck's car did explode and did a bunch of damage to that ice cream truck. But the ice cream truck, you can see holes through it, but they got the crew inside trying to repair that. They got that's a machine shop or something inside that thing fixing that vehicle. And then it does look like the two bikes have laid down another torrent of flames coming out of those two bikes. And it does look like there's a wall of flame right in front of Yuri. He's going to take some damage there. And it does look like the ice cream truck is looking for another vehicle to kill, along with Yuri. You can see Yuri went flying through those flaming walls and got burned up pretty good. And here, there's Fiery Grave. He did pick up got himself a flag. And he did all that driving just to get one flag. That's interesting. He did kind of a loop here. And he's coming back. And it does look like Maxim did find himself a flag, and he's heading over towards where those bikes are. And it does look like Yuri is shooting at Maxim's car and put some rounds in there. They're shooting each other. That does look like right now. And yes, it does look like Maxim did take out Yuri's car. And it does go off with a giant Titanic explosion, since it has a nuclear reactor at the nuclear vessel, and explodes. And here comes the ice cream truck. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. He's looking for somebody to run over or shoot. It's hard to say at the moment. And let's see. Well, it does look like Fiery Grave is just kind of wandering the wilderness. Maybe his whole goal in this is to survive this race without dying. Possibly let his bikes do all the collection for him and just stay out of it. It does look like some rounds went into Yakov's ice cream truck from Sprocket there, and Sprocket is moving up. There's some rounds coming back. That energy weapon, laser cannon. Oh, and it hit the Sprocket's car, which was already tore up to begin with, and looks like he got taken out. And there goes poor Sprocket's car bouncing back into his starting gate where he was. That's where they started the race, and looks like the pit crew is back out there putting some new tires or something on it at the moment. But that car is probably back in action again. And let's just see. There goes Maxim. Here comes Fiery Grave out there way in the background, just kind of wandering the wilderness. And it does look like he is trying to line up maybe for that another set of barrels at the moment. And here comes, yes, it does look like Maximum did collect up another barrel. So at the moment, the leaderboard says that we got, in first place, we have Sprocket, and in second place, we got Maxim running around here. And it does look, it looks like Maxim did a Tokyo Drift again, and he's lining up for another set of barrels. These guys, those two teams are just racking in the points right now. And here comes, I see, it does look like Yakov is going to hide because his car is all shot up at the moment, and he's not looking too happy because come whipping out of the pit area again, here comes Sprocket. They got that new tires on that thing, and they're coming out there to raise a little hell. I think that's what's going to be happening right there. They're looking for a little revenge. And here they go. He's like, yep, I hear you. I see where you. I'm going to go get you. Here comes Sprocket. That team is on fire right now. And let's see, it looks like Maxim is coming up here, and he is lined up for another set of barrels. But it does look like Fire Grave is lined up for a T-bone attack on Maxim. And that's usually what Maxim likes to do, is do those whip arounds and try to take each other out. And it does look like Maxim did pick up the barrels, and here comes Sprocket. He is just short. It's like the rounds he's shooting out there towards Maxim are hitting the side of that building. But no, Sprock is now lined up on Maxim and put some rounds into him. That car's not looking so good right now. It looks like he's down to his last little bit of health. And it looks like he's losing control there. He's spinning around. It's hard to say what's happening because those rounds that went through from Sprocket over to hit Maxim, it could be bad at the moment. We'll just have to see if he made it around and get a little protection from behind those tire barriers. And here comes out of nowhere, Yakov puts some rounds. That las cannon hits Maxim's car, and with that las cannon, and the end result is, he just stole himself a kill right there. He just stole that away from Sprocket and killed it, because it looked like there was just minimal amount of health left on that car, Maxim, and he's now gone. Yep, it does look like that was a steal kill in there. And here comes the Fire Grave team and crew. They're all lined up. It looks like, I see what's going on here. He had all those bikes going around there collecting souls. Now he's having them all delivered. I see what he's doing there. He's fixing his car and getting some souls all handed over. That gives him points in this race. All right, that's pretty. I see what his strategy was there. And yes, they did. He is passing off all of those soul tokens and getting points for it and healing his car up. That makes sense. Yes, I see. That's a good tactic in this race. Stay alive and pass everything on. And we do have a head-on collision once again between the Sprocket and Yakov. And it doesn't look less. It's like he took out the Starbuck car this time, and the result is, up and over. Both had rams on them, and they just crushed each other, and it's not looking good. But no, he took out the Starbucks car. Not Starbucks, but Sprocket's car is taken out. That thing just got crunched and goes up and over and bounces down behind him. Now, that's not a good deal. What is that thing made out of? Concrete or something? And titanium steel? It's hard to say. That's no ice cream truck. That's a tank. And there goes the ice cream truck. He was down to 1 health. All it taken was just one more little hit, and that ice cream truck would have been taken out. And that would have been the race right there. That is the bogey for the highway patrol right there. They said, yeah, we got some revenge. And here comes Maxim. We got that car back up and running. And they towed it back out, and they're now running it out on the track. Indeed it is. It is ready to rock and roll. And, it does look like Fire Grave. Hey guys, we forgot a barrel over there with a flag. Let's go get it. Looks like they're lining up, and I can see the smoke coming off the tires. That thing is getting up in top gear right now. They're burning rubber. And there goes the bikes. It's like, we see a target over there. Let's go after the ice cream truck. Let's go get it. And I think that's what they're planning on doing there. Burn that ice cream truck down before it can do any more damage in this race. And it does look the ice cream truck is trying to max out his gears and trying to fly as fast as he can at the moment. And he's trying to put some of those big white containers in between him and everybody else. Kind of hiding. I think that's his plan now, is just keep on hiding and fixing his vehicle. Okay, and it does look like Fiery Grave is going to maybe... Yes, he is. He did a Tokyo Drift. His tail end took the barrels, and he's lined up at it. But you got to watch out, because Maximum Effort is lined up for a head-on collision. And anytime he can do that, he is going to ram you. That's what's going to happen right there. Guarantee it. It's not going to look too good. It's going to be a crunch. And I think that's that replay right here showing him go through and doing that Tokyo Drift around. And there is a head-on collision, and we got a smash. And the result coming in, it does look like, Maxim got taken out, and it does look like, I don't know what's holding that car together. And it looks like they finally got Starbucks' car fixed up and back out on the track. And it's coming, he has that thing in top gear already. That thing is flying down to the gate, start gate, and he'll be out there again, ready to go. And there you can see it does look like Yakov has got his eyes on Fiery Grave. And it does look like Maximum might be coming back out on this track again. Yep, here comes Maxim again. He's got that ram ready to go and ready to smash and collect up some revenge, I do believe, because it's all he has to do is just kill that car of Fiery Graves, and that will be maybe the win for him. It's hard to say. So I think it comes down to whoever can kill one vehicle in this race will win it, because we're sitting at 14 points each with Trenton and Maxim, with Starbuck and Sprocket. So if one of those teams kills somebody, this will be it. And rounds went flying in between the vehicles, but they hit the tires, and it does look like they're trying with each other. And it does look like Fiery Grave is going to try to do a ram attack maybe and T-bone the side of Yakov's ice cream truck, but no, he's just short, couldn't get the job done. So these cars are going to maybe it looks like Maxim will try to line up and take out that ice cream truck. But here comes Fiery Graves, goes whipping around through there and puts some rounds into the side of Yakov's ice cream truck. Almost takes it out, but here comes Starbuck. He opens up with his minigun and takes out the Fiery Grave vehicle, and that does look like it. Yes, it's coming in. That is the end. That is the end of the race. It is a victory for Sprocket and Starbuck team. Yep, that is another victory for them, and that's going to be some points. That's going to continue their advancement. Here we go with team results. We have Sprocket Starbuck with 35 points in this race. Trenton and Maxim had 23. We had Fiery Grave came in with 15, but Yuri and Yakov coming with 19, but in fourth place because of how many points they had on the field at the time. Looks like Yuri and Yakov killed a lot of vehicles, so they got a lot of points in this race, but it was those after points that during the race that mattered. Here we got the team standings for seasons. We got Sprocket Starbuck 132, Trenton and Maxim with 90, and Fiery Grave is still sitting in third with 69, but Yuri and Yakov didn't make up some ground with 67. And Mama Mia, who hasn't been able to make the races lately because she's taking care of the kid, and that comes in with 6 points. So we'll see in the next race when it happens. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Happy racing.